Good day everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the risk planning. Risk management means recognizing the possibility of injury, damage or loss, and having the means to prevent it and provide insurance. Risk is the possibility that a crisis, disaster, or emergency may occur. Risk is not the crisis, disaster, or the emergency itself, but only to the possibility of their occurrence. Crisis is an incident characterized by having a small chance of occurring, but when it does, it gives a significant risk that may threaten the existence of entity. Emergency is an instance that is unforeseen and has a significant impact, such as mortal injury and property damage, and may result in the suspension of the activity of an entity. Disaster is an incident that has high impact, occurs abruptly, is unforeseen, and usually result in significant loss or damage.
Hello everyone, I will discuss is all about creating a risk management. What is the meaning of that? Many event professionals think that writing the risk plan is the first step in implementing a crisis. Each plan differently depending on the type of event and its stakeholders. Creating a risk management team. A risk team has to be assigned to develop a risk job. Risk management is not the just job security personnel of you or the insurance company. Example of creating a risk management team is event organizer. Second example of that, venue representative. In law, the venue is the location where a case is heard. The third is destination representative if applicable. The fourth is lawyer. A lawyer or attorney is a person who practices law. And also we have insurance company representative, accountant, and security both venue, in-house security, and separate security personnel if hired. The last is emergency services and rescue services are organizer which ensure public safety and health. There are three primary emergency services, which is first is police, second is fire and rescue services, and the last is EMS or ambulance. Conducting risk management. Once the risk team has been assembled, the first task is to brainstorm a comprehensive list of risks that could happen and will affect the event, the team, and its stakeholders. Performing risk analysis. Brainstorming all possible risks associated with the event can yield a daunting list of possible ranging from minor capabilities that may need to be factored in here. First is emergency equipment like automatic, external, on-site at the venue. Second is multiple language spoken by a staff member. And the last is security company that has worked is numerous times and is highly aware of the risk associated with the risk. Developing a risk management plan is also have once the event organizer has determined the team that will arrive. Example of developing a risk management. First is summary and description of the meeting, risk team and risk management, facility information, community list, and forms and appendices. The risk plan should be reviewed as a needed list once a year for an event plan parts.
Providing mitigation activities. Reserving an alternative venue in case an inclement weather prevents an outdoor location for an event from being used. Next is having a backup speaker or activity if a keynote speaker does not arrive on time or gets sick. Third is being prepared to cancel an event. Next is insurance and contracts. Number 6 is implementing the plan. So, how can we implement the plan? First is publicly acknowledging the problem before others do. Next is taking control by leading the dissemination of timely and correct information regularly. The third is being open to advice and assistance. And the last is providing updates and putting them on a paper and the internet via the event website and our social media accounts.
Good day everyone, I'm Abhi Jaswarin and I will be discussing about the health and safety policy. So when it comes to event organization, the event-specific policy should set out those responsible for the health and safetyness of people who monitor the health and safeness of event. Example, they provide a security or guard security area. Of course, the arrangements of the components and the event safety memo or the guidelines that needed to follow, and also the staff training procedure is very important. So when they are afraid, they can handle situation. So next is event safety memo. It contains a knowledge and experience on how you manage those situations to rescue people, such as fire control, emergency exit, evacuation procedures, incident or emergency procedures, and of course personal protective equipment or the PPE, and incident reporting procedures and those hazards that needed to avoid. Next is reporting procedures. So when it comes to reporting procedures, each incident should be written down, either it's accident, injury, lost persons, loss and damaged property, safety and system failure should be discussed in full details, because all the details that's stated in that report can be used as to identify issue and solve or fix problem and to know what happened. And of course, reports help you identify trends, priorities, and prevention measures.
Normal operating procedures. If the event's location is an existing venue, these normal operating procedures will likely have in place. Monitoring and inspections. Continual monitoring of health and safety procedures is essential to ensure effectiveness. Emergency services. This health and safety element depends entirely on the type, scale, and complexity of the event. So these are the following agencies may be invited to take part as the health and safety subgroup: police, fire brigade, and medical services. Welfare services. The easier it is for the people to attend the event, the better the overall experience they will have. And some services to consider are drinking water, baby change, lost persons or property, meeting point, information points, and last but not the least is cloakroom facilities. Traffic and transport management. Good traffic and transport management are key issues for events.
Security and surveillance. Security systems are more conducive to stopping a crime before it happens and alert authorities in real time rather than after the fact. So security is helpful to secure people and the area, while the surveillance, which is cameras, are very useful for detecting, recording, and clearing any unwanted activity and can be used as the evidence.